Hey guys, this is Big Nick here, and I'm here today to give you my NXT Takeover Brooklyn 3 predictions. As we all know, Takeover is this Saturday, not Sunday. Then SummerSlam follows Sunday, which I give you my predictions right after this video. So stay tuned for both of them, for this and that one. Yeah, so this is the third year in a row that NXT will be taking place in the Barclays Center in Brooklyn, same place as SummerSlam, as the last 2 years show us that Takeover Brooklyn is usually the best takeover of the year. We had matches ranging from Finn Balor, Kevin Owens in the ladder match for the NXT title, Bayley versus Sasha, which is probably the best out of all the matches in Takeover Brooklyn's history. Last year when we had Nakamura and Joe, and DIY versus the Revival. So hopefully this year we can have something similar to that. We do have 11 bar matches on the card who can do stuff like that, but in this video I'm going to tell you which ones I predict to be that ones. First off, we're going to start off with Andrade Cien Almas versus Johnny Wrestling, Mr. Johnny Gargano. This match could be one of the show stealers. It should be. Gargano's one of the most over wrestlers in the world and in WWE today. Almas is doing a good job as a heel, and he's had good matches at takeovers against the likes of Aleister Black and Roddy Strong. So he could do it here in another one with Gargano. For Almas, it seems as if he's in put-over role for certain faces going up the card. I mean, he put over Roddy, then Roddy ended up in a main event feud. Put over Aleister Black. Aleister Black is one of the hottest things on the roster. So this match, I do see Gargano winning because they need to get him also ready for when Tommaso Ciampa returns from his, I believe, knee injury. Because if you see on Twitter, Ciampa he's starting a new trend, beat up Johnny Gargano, and shows all the things he's did to Johnny. So Almas versus Gargano should be one hell of a match to watch. Next up we have is another one that probably could be the best match on the card, period. And that is Hideo Itami, newly turned heel, versus the formerly said, what's his name, Aleister Black. Should be fun. They both kick the hell out of each other. I think Aleister kicks harder. So this should be another fun, great match. Itami's last takeover match against Bobby Roode was pretty much great. Even heard Meltzer said it could have been a 5-star match. Could have been. It should have Tyler Bate and Pete Dunne. So yeah, this match I do see Aleister Black winning because he's yet to lose, and due to the fact that he is one of the prized prospects of NXT, not just the Triple H, the entire back. They already wanted to call him up. That's how prized he is. So I see Aleister Black winning that one. Pretty competitive match. Watch probably Itami go for the GTS. Aleister eats it and then fucking kicks Itami's head off. So yeah, next up we have is the first of the 3 championship matches, and that is the tag team title match between Authors of Pain defending their tag team titles against Sanity, which I believe is going to be Killian Dane and Alexander Wolf, with Eric Young on ringside and what's her name, Nikki Cross. So that match, I believe, is going to be very fun. Authors of Pain have proven if you put them in a ring with someone that can actually perform like the Revival and DIY, they can give you very fun matches. This one I don't expect it to be one of the best wrestling matches ever. I expect it just to be 4 big wrestlers just running into each other, eating each other. I don't expect the title change because I believe Heavy Machinery is still going to be the ones to take it from Authors of Pain, and I still think Authors are going to go on a year title run like the Ascension did way back, what, 3 years ago? So I see Authors of Pain winning on some shenanigans, either Eric Young's involvement, they destroy EY, please don't kill EY, or some other crap with like a DQ or double counter where they just keep beating the living hell out of each other. Okay, so yeah, that's why I see that. Next we have is the women's title match, and that is Ember Moon challenging Asuka for the 2nd time. Last time was at Takeover, where they at WrestleMania? Takeover Orlando, and Asuka won under some sketchy reasonings. So this match gonna be fun. Asuka is on, I believe her title run will be way over but over 500 days, maybe like 505, maybe 506, somewhere in that range. So, and Ember Moon, this is her, of course she came back from the injury a couple months ago that Asuka gave her. So it's going to work into the story. Ember wants vengeance for getting hurt. Asuka's just going to keep being Asuka. But I do see the biggest upset in the history of NXT. Asuka's 500-day title reign and I believe 600-plus day undefeated streak is going to end at Takeover Brooklyn this Saturday, where Ember Moon hits her beautiful flying stunner. And becomes the new NXT Women's Champion, which will eventually lead to Asuka joining the main roster. So hopefully they don't screw over Asuka on the main roster like they screwed over Bayley. We can only hope. And now it's time for the main event, and that is Drew McIntyre challenging the glorious Bobby Roode for the NXT title. This match probably should be Rude's best match in NXT. I know Tommy was probably his best, and that was very high standards, the match they had. But this one here between McIntyre should be his best in NXT because it'd probably be his last big marquee match in NXT, like Asuka. After this, lose. As I already said it, I expect McIntyre to win and Bobby Roode to join Asuka on the main roster in the up-and-coming month or two. As I said, I expect it to be a very fun match. Maybe one of probably NXT's best title match since way back at NXT. Was it R-Evolution, when it was Adrian Neville versus Sami Zayn. So that could be rated to that level, and that's probably, in my opinion, the best NXT title match ever. I know they've had others with Joe, Nakamura, the last one with Rude and Itami, Balor and Owens. I'm going with Neville and Zayn. So yeah, that is my NXT Takeover Brooklyn 3 predictions. As I said, I have Gargano winning, Aleister Black winning, AOP retaining, Ember pulling the biggest upset in probably WWE history, bigger than Jericho getting upset by Fandango at WrestleMania 29. And of course, Drew McIntyre winning, sending both Asuka and Bobby Roode up to the main roster. So, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in about a few minutes for SummerSlam predictions. Bye.